Peace and blessings, divine to all of you. If this is your first time here, my name is Ezra Bell, aka Aaliyah Nadine, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to talk about my wellness business, and it is called POPN Wellness. So I'm going to give you guys a backstory on what made me create it, where the name came from, and all that good stuff. So about 10 months ago, I saw a iridologist. An iridologist is somebody who studies the iris of the eye. And I never heard of them before until I was watching a YouTube channel about it. And I was like, okay, so I got the appointment and I found out that I had some imbalances, in certain systems within my body. So I'm like, oh my God, I thought I was doing everything right. I was eating more fruits, more vegetables and stuff like that. But I found out that sometimes it takes years for things to show up. And when you have been eating a certain way, having a certain lifestyle for a long time, it literally takes a while for anything to show up. So I'm like, okay, what I gotta do? So I found out I had to do a 21-day detox and drink any certain teas or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, okay. But at the time, financially, I didn't have the money to actually purchase her teas. So when I figured out, okay, so what do I got to do? So when she told me, I was like, okay. Now I started doing my own research on different herbs and stuff like that, and then I created my own teas. And when I did that, I was like, okay, it's cool. It wasn't good though. But I'm like, all right, okay, we gotta get these things in order. So I went on a 21-day raw detox. Like I went cold turkey. A lot of people can't do that because it's like, oh, I gotta cut out what? It's like you really go through withdrawal. So I went cold turkey, and in the first 3 weeks, I lost 20 pounds. And 10 months later, I haven't gained the weight back. Because it turned into a lifestyle. So I started eating more of fruits and vegetables, and I started juicing. So juicing was like, oh, I just fell in love with it. So now I started juicing a lot. Then my friend was like, well, how about you make some juices? Why don't you juice for other people? And I'm just like, what? So I'm like, okay. So I just started doing it. So I started making juices, selling the juices or whatever. And, people were buying them. And then my friend was like, what are you going to name it? And I was like, child, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to name it. And I said, matter of fact, I actually had a business that I LLC'd of like 2 years ago. And I was like, ooh, since that business hasn't been used, how about I just take that and put in and that's where you get popping from. So I created a business 2 years ago, and that was what I used. And now it's like, okay, popping wellness. That's catchy. That's dope. So that's where the name came from. So now it's like I had started my Instagram page, and now I'm selling the juices and all that other stuff. And then I was like, wait a minute. My kitchen was just too small to keep juicing. So I'm like, we're going to put a halt on that. So then from the teas, I was like, really started getting into herbs and holistic healing and stuff like that. So I started to make more different kinds of teas. And I'm like, oh, this is really good and it's fun. And the research was even funner. So then I turned my teas into tinctures because as my studies went, I found out that tinctures are more potent. So I said, oh, I can do this too. So when I created them, one of my friends, she had got sick one day. I said, oh, I feel like I can help you. So I gave her one of the tinctures, and it helped her, and she uses it I think she thinks she uses it often now. And she like, I'm so grateful for you. Like, it actually worked. I said, well, listen, I wouldn't give you nothing that I didn't use on myself. Like, I would never do that. So then I just started thinking about it and pushing it and building it. And it was like, you know what? Because I am healing myself and I have tried, use all of my products, why not, help other people? Because I know that it's a lot that's going on in the world, And, people just need something to help them to get a body a boost or whatever. So why not, be a beacon for that. So I decided to say, okay, we gonna do this. And now we're here. So I am finally releasing my products to all of you. So I have tinctures and I have teas and I also have 4 Temple butters. And let me tell y'all where the butters came from. So the butter specifically, I had a brain fart, y'all. But the butters, I've been creating my own body butter for a long time because me and lotion just didn't get along. Me and lotion was just like a no-go because I used to have to add body oil or Vaseline to my lotions in the winter and the fall months to keep all these legs and arms, all buttered and moisturizing up. And it didn't work. I was always ashy. So I said, you know what? I need to create my own. So I started making my own butter and I'm just like, okay, cool. So one day I posted what I was doing on Instagram and somebody was like, oh, I want some. And I was like, say what? Okay, let me get into how do you make a big batch of bate butter. So I did some research and I looked at, other people that was doing it just to better understand it, what it actually like to make a big bulk and the conversions and all that other stuff. And I just did it. And my 4 Temple butter is amazing. It smells amazing. It's real simple. It's not heavy on the skin. It is so dope. So I actually created that as well. So POPN Wellness is going to have, multiple different products because, again, POPN Wellness is literally not just about your physical health. Like, it's just not about the physical part of your wellness. It's literally all the other aspects, which are your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, your environmental, and your social. I chose these aspects because I didn't really wanted to get into finance, all the things, because all of those things are byproducts. When all your other aspects are in a better standard than it was and they are balanced, all of that comes along. All of that just comes along with it, So we're going to just focus on the well-being of the temple of the spirit that's inside this temple. That's what I'm choosing to focus on and to be of service to you, to assist you in your wellness journey, because wellness is forever. Just like healing, because healing is actually all up in the wellness journey. It's all up in that, because I'm definitely going to get into that because that is very important for your well-being. So that's why I created POPN Wellness. So now we're going to get into what does POPN stands for. POPN is an acronym. The first P stands for purpose. The O stands for over. And the other P stands for procrastination. Purpose over procrastination. Wellness. And that's what's on my shirt. Y'all want to see? Look. That was on my shirt. Y'all see it? Purpose over procrastination. Wellness. Yeah. I know I put my boobs in there, but whatever. It's a part of the shirt. And so, purpose over procrastination. I came up with this acronym years ago. Because I used to be a procrastinator. I procrastinated almost about everything. When I was in school, I used to wait until the last minute to study for a test, to write a paper, to do everything that I quote unquote was supposed to do all up in the school. It was always last minute. And then, I just seen, as I got older, I would just procrastinate everything, whether it was cleaning my house, leaving out late, doing something I'm supposed to do that I was supposed to do 2 or 3 days ago. Listen, procrastination was definitely my title. But then I found out about purpose. Everything you do is literally with a purpose. It has an intention behind your decision making. So when you decide to say, okay, I'm going to do that later, is the reason why you said it. When you decide to say, I'm not going to do that right now, there's a reason why you said it. There's a whole purpose behind it. Whether it's small or big, you purposefully said, I'm not going to do that. But then the other purpose is, what are you supposed to do with your life? Like, what does that look like? Are you living your life purposefully? Are you doing what you said or what you are supposed to be doing? So purpose has so many like little branches that makes up just the word. So that's where purpose over procrastination comes from. And when you choose your wellness purposefully, procrastination is not a bad connotation. Sometimes you procrastinate things because your spirit also knows that it's not time yet. Like, for instance, I said that I was going to start a certain business at a certain point in time. I finished everything. Then I stopped. And I said, oh, I'm going to get to it later. I'm going to get to it later. I'm going to get to it later. And now I'm here. I procrastinated before because I said I'm going to get to it. It wasn't the right time for that. And my spirit knew that. And now I'm doing it because this is the right time. So I procrastinated the right way, because if I would have kept doing it, it probably wouldn't have did what it's going to do now. Yeah, it's definitely a purpose behind everything. And procrastination is not always bad. So when you choose to look at it from a different perspective, it'll shine some light on some things. Because sometimes things don't happen because you are not ready. And you know you ain't ready, even when you feel like you are. But your deep down is like, not yet. So things have to happen to stop that. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, my whole YouTube channel. I felt like I was ready for it when I started it a year ago. I did it purposefully. Then I said, okay, I'm going to keep doing it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to record, didn't record. I'm going to record later. I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it later. And look what happened. A whole year went by. And now I'm here because I am in a different space in my well-being. Mentally, spiritually, like all of those things, I am different. I have evolved. So now the right time is now, because I am literally in my purpose, like what I'm doing at this moment, at this particular time. And now we're here. So POPN Wellness is literally here to assist you on your journey, your wellness journey. So we're going to have different products that is going to help you physically. I have something coming that will assist you emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And when those are in the space of being balanced, your environment and your social will also change. You know, everything is just like, everything is attached to one another. Every single thing. And all my videos upcoming will be about those things. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited for you deciding to be a part of this. And I just want to give gratitude to you for being here, for watching me, and for aligning with me. I am so grateful for it. And I give kudos, like gratitude for it all. I give gratitude now for where I am, and gratitude for where I'm going, but I'm here now. And we're going to talk about that too. So I need y'all to be ready for your wellness to be popping. Because POPN Wellness is popping. And I'm going to keep saying it because we popping. And Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There is going to be an announcement, because I felt like I just messed up the word. There's going to be an announcement of the date that the website opens. Yeah. So you have to follow me on TikTok and my Instagram page because that's where the announcement is going to be. Matter of fact, y'all can just go check it out because the announcement already happened. Yeah, y'all just gotta go check it out because it already happened. So again, I am grateful for you being here. I am so grateful for you listening, you aligning with me, and I will see y'all. Y'all gonna see me later. As for the bell,